Hello, dear students. Today we proceed to part 3 of current loop. Part 3 of current loop is current loop in uniform magnetic field. First point, introduction. When a current loop is placed in uniform magnetic field and is free to rotate about an axis, it experiences a torque tau equal to m cross b. So whenever a current loop is placed in uniform magnetic field, it experiences a torque tau equal to m cross b. Now let us derive this expression. Second step, physical situation. We develop physical situation. Consider a rectangular coil PQRS having length L, breadth B. Breadth is B, length L, such that its area of cross section A is equal to L into B. Now suppose it has N turns and carries a current I in clockwise direction. Carries a current I in clockwise direction and it has N turns, such that its magnetic dipole moment M is equal to NIA. Magnetic moment M is NIA from center. You have to take it from center in this direction. NIA perpendicular to plane of loop, directed inward as shown. Directed inward means along negative z axis. Let the coil be placed in uniform magnetic field of strength B and is free to rotate about an axis x dash x. Axis x dash x. Okay. Now, third step, net force acting on current loop. Net force acting on current loop is 0. Net force acting on current loop is 0. First we will prove it. Consider one turn of the loop PQRS. Let the current loop be inclined with magnetic field such that the angle between M and B is theta. Means angle between M and B is magnetic field direction. So angle between M and B, this is B, magnetic field direction. Angle is theta, such that angle between M and B is theta. And between B, small b, that is the breadth, and B is 90 minus theta. And B means this is B, this length is B, and between B and magnetic field B is 90 minus theta. Okay? So these parameters you have to understand carefully. Now force on arm PQ, say FPQ, that is equal to IB cross B. IB cross B means force on arm PQ. PQ is this arm. So force will be equal to IB cross B, because a current carrying conductor when placed in uniform magnetic field experience a force equal to IL cross B. Now similarly, force on arm RS, say FRS, will also be equal to IB cross B. So IB cross B, IB cross B. Now IB cross B, here IB cross B means IBB mod B sine 90 minus theta, and it will be along x dash x. Fleming's left hand rule. Field direction, current direction, and force direction. Okay, so it will be along x dash x. Similarly, force on arm RS, say FRS, will be IBB, and it will be equal to I mod small b mod capital B sine 90 plus theta along x dash. This will be along x dash. Force on this arm will be along x dash, and force on this arm will be along x dash x. So both are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and line of action is same. So therefore the two forces cancel each other. Now the two forces FPQ is equal to minus FRS. They cancel each other, being equal and opposite, and line of action also being same. Now consider arm PR. Force on arm PR. Say FPR will be equal to IL cross B as equal to ILB sine theta directed inward. It is equal to ILB sine pi by 2, because angle between L and B is pi by 2. So therefore it is ILB sine pi by 2, theta being pi by 2, and theta is equal to pi by 2 always during rotation of the coil. Therefore FPR is equal to ILB. Similarly, force on arm QS, say FQS, will also be equal to IL cross B, and ILB sine theta, it is equal to ILB. Now let us see in diagram. A force on arm PR is equal to current I, L cross B. Since L and B are always 90 degree, so force will be inward. If you use Fleming's left hand rule, then force will be inward. Okay, so this will be force direction along negative z axis. Okay, and force on arm QS will be along positive z axis, perpendicular outward, perpendicular ऐसे आएगा. This will be like this. Force will be ऐसे आएगा. So it will be outward. Force will be outward. Field direction, current direction, and force direction. So it will be outward. Now the two forces again are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Therefore cancel each other. Hence we can say the net force acting on current loop is 0. But here the line of action of FPR and FQS is different. Therefore the current loop experiences a turning effect, that is torque. Since line of action is different, therefore the loop experiences a torque. Now we talk of torque. Since we know torque is the turning effect and is equal to either of the forces constituting torque multiplied by perpendicular distance between their line of action. So torque is equal to, this is due to one turn, torque due to one turn, we are talking of one turn, and it is equal to FPR into B sine theta. Now force on arm FPR, force FPR we are to look into. Now this is the extract of the diagram. Already we have drawn for current loop in uniform magnetic field. Now this is arm PR and this is arm QS. Okay, so force on arm PR is inward, this side, and force on arm QS is upward, this side. Okay, so the two forces are equal and opposite, but their line of action is different. So therefore torque will be equal to either of the forces. Either you take FPR or you take FQS. We take FPR. FPR into B sin theta. This part, perpendicular distance between the line of action of the two forces. So the perpendicular distance between line of action of the two forces is PM. We extend it back, and here, from here we draw perpendicular PM, then PM is the perpendicular distance between the line of action. So therefore torque will be FPR into PM, and PM is equal to B sin theta. B sin theta. This angle and this angle is same. The two angles are similar because angle between two lines is equal to angle between their perpendiculars. Okay, angle between their perpendiculars. So this angle and this angle is same. So PM would be equal to B small b sin theta. So look at the simplified diagram from above. The current loop, perpendicular distance between FPR and FQS is PM and it is equal to B sin theta. Therefore torque tau 1 is equal to ILB. FPR is LB and B sin theta as it is. So it is equal to L and B, we put it as area of cross section. So it is equal to IA B sin theta, because A is equal to L into B. Now for n turns coil, torque tau will be equal to N into tau 1, torque due to 1 turn. So therefore we write tau is equal to NIA B sin theta. NIA is magnetic dipole moment. So magnetic dipole moment M B sin theta, it will become M. M is magnetic dipole moment due to all turns, the whole loop. So it will be MB sin theta. Now MB sin theta is M cross B. It is nothing but torque is equal to M cross B, because MB sin theta is equal to M cross B. Now discussion part. We look at when theta is pi by 2, M would be perpendicular to B and small b will be parallel to B. That is, plane of the loop is parallel to B. Then torque will be M into B. Maximum plane of the loop tends to become perpendicular to B. When theta is 0, M is parallel to B and small b is perpendicular to B, that is, plane of loop is perpendicular to B, then tau will be 0, minimum. The torque is independent of shape of coil, circular, square or rectangular. Now we look at assignment. Number of questions are there. Question number 6 of assignment 5. A given rectangular coil OLMN. Okay. Of area A, carrying current I is placed in uniform magnetic field B equal to B K cap, that is along positive z axis in two different orientations A and B as shown in diagram. What is the magnitude of torque experienced by this coil in the two cases? You have to write down the expression for magnitude. Question number 7. A square coil of side 10 cm consists of 20 turns and carries a current of 12 ampere. The coil is suspended vertically and normal to the plane of the coil makes an angle of 30 degree with the direction of a uniform horizontal magnetic field of magnitude 0.80 Tesla. What is the magnitude of torque experienced by the coil? 0.96 Newton meter. Now question number 8. A 100 turns closely wound circular coil of radius 10 cm carries a current of 3.2 amperes. A part. What is the field at the center of the coil? This is the field. Answer. What is B part? What is the magnetic moment of the coil? So this will be the magnetic moment of the coil. This is the answer. C. The coil is placed in vertical plane and is free to rotate about horizontal axis, which coincides with its diameter. A uniform magnetic field of 2 Tesla in the horizontal direction exists such that initially the axis of the coil is in the direction of the field. The coil rotates through an angle of 90 degree under the influence of magnetic field. What are the magnitudes of the torques on the coil in the initial and final positions? D. What is the angular speed acquired by the coil when it has rotated by 90 degree? The moment of inertia of the coil is 0.1 kg meter square. So this will be the answer. 20 radians per second. Okay. So you have to solve these problems keeping in view the knowledge that you have gained. Thank you so much. Next time we will take up potential energy of current loop placed in uniform magnetic field, part 4.